Yo, what's happening, guys? It's your boy Uncle P with another episode of Uncle P's podcast. Guys, I first want to say thank you very much to all the subscribers that have been watching the recent videos. I've realized that we've reached that stage where we can now speak truthfully. I realized that I've acquired a set of subscribers that are willing to listen to the truth, to the real message, rather than trending topics and toxic unnecessary things. Guys, there's the reality and the truth that we need to accept. And as black people, denying this only sets us back, and that's the reality. The reality is that white people have what you call old wealth. What do I mean by that? I mean that they are used to wealth. Therefore, they are not in a hurry to obtain wealth because they know the right way to obtain wealth is generational wealth. Now, unfortunately, that principle does not fall the same for black people. Black people's generational wealth is enriching their own family while watching the rest suffer. Unfortunately, with that wealth, it eventually perishes. White people, Indians, Chinese have realized that in order for generational wealth to maintain and sustain itself, it needs to be shared with like-minded people. Now, guys, a lot of you may be confused right now, but the reality is we need to accept that, guys, if people are separating themselves from specific group of people, it's because they can realize and they can see that these people will not allow us to live the type of life that we want to live. Guys, the world is tired. The world is tired of immigrants. The world does not want immigrants anymore because instead of integrating yourself into people's society, what you are doing is you are bringing your cultures and your ways, and it's frustrating everybody.
Japanese people are waking up. On August 31st, about 10,000 people gathered in Tokyo to protest against Prime Minister Ishiba's immigration policies. The demonstrators demanded the resignation of the Prime Minister and called for a halt to the large-scale immigration plans. The government intends to accept 300,000 foreign workers from Africa to work in technology and AI sectors. While the government cites labor shortages, many citizens express strong concerns about public safety, social stability, and the impact on Japanese culture and values. Local communities...
Public safety and the impact in Japanese culture and facilities. Guys, you see listen, everyone has the same concern that an influx of foreigners into a nation affects the culture and the ways of the people of that nation. The Japanese are worried and they are striking. What more South Africa? Guys, this is no longer one of those things where we need to go around pointing fingers at South Africa, because I think if there's one thing I've done on this channel is vindict South Africa in every accusation that has ever been made.
Foreign nationals were relocated to 2 sites during the COVID pandemic under Level 5 lockdown emergency regulations. This after they were evicted from Green Market Square and the Central Methodist Church. Citing fears of xenophobia, demands were made from within the foreign national community for relocation to Europe and Canada. Since then,
imagine your fear for xenophobia in a country that you ran away from your country to. Your fear for xenophobia will only be met if you get deported to Europe.
hundreds of people who lived at the 2 camps opted to be reintegrated into communities or returned to their countries of origin.
The city has repeatedly over many years dating back to the COVID lockdown, made efforts to assist these foreign residents with reintegration, all of which have been declined and denied and refused. And so now the only option is that they have to be evicted from those sites, and unfortunately probably will also need to be deported out of South Africa back to their country of origin.
So, you see, guys, one of the things that really shocks me about the South African government, they are willing to take taxpayers' money, spend it on foreigners, catering to their needs, catering to their requests, only in the end of everything to go to the one thing that we always say, deport them. But now, the excuses is always you deport them, they come back, you deport them, they come back.
The issue of Zimbabwe.
Yeah. We've got to approach the issue of Zimbabwe somewhat dispassionately. Leave our emotions out of it and deal with the facts. What are the facts? The facts are there is, without any doubt, an influx of people from Zimbabwe into Botswana. They end up taking up the most menial of jobs. As a matter of fact, many of the jobs that they end up taking are jobs that our own people are not desirous. There's no serious appetite on our citizens for these jobs.
Guys, just pay attention to the words. They will sound so familiar. Like this is something in South Africa you've been hearing every single year for the last 10, 20 years. Just listen to the words. And I'll explain to you exactly why I played this video.
And there's nothing wrong with not liking a particular job. And therefore, when an opening arises, you're not interested. But we also must acknowledge that there will be somebody else, either out of desperation or whatever reason, who will be interested in taking this job. And so that person comes in, without any doubt. How did this person come in? They came in illegally. But they are doing the job. They are already here. What do? We can choose to spend money and send this person back. The moment you leave this person at the border, they cross back and by the evening they are here. So are we succeeding? No. How then do we deal with this situation?
Guys, listen, Uncle P don't just play videos for the sake of playing it. Please pay attention to this part. Pay attention.
We could deal with it, and when they are illegal like that, because they are hiding, they end up involved in crime. They end up exploited. And this exploitation makes it even more unappealing because they will take this job for next to nothing. And so the employers, those who have these jobs, who are hiring them, prefer them to citizens because the citizen will want more. So there is a demand for people who will work for a pittance.
So it's beating around the bush to answer a specific question or to say a specific statement. It's coming.
They themselves are exploited. Why are they exploited? They are outside the protection of the law because in the first place, when they came in, they placed themselves outside the protection of the law. So we want to deal with this thing and say, let us allow you to come in legally. This is not to go and invite and say, just come and run us over. No.
It means you are not saying open borders.
No. We're not saying that. We are saying we recognize the challenge. Let us deploy strategies and approaches that are appropriately fashioned to deal with so that they do not pose a security risk to us and to our people. Then they can be within the law. They can be controlled either by way of a...
Okay, guys, listen. He's beating around the bush. Let me help you out. What he's suggesting is legalize the illegal people, which is the same thing that is being suggested here. Why did I play this video and why did I want us to hear this president of Botswana? What Botswanians are not realizing, I'm going to check them here. This guy is pulling a Julius Malema on them. Now, If Julius Malema ever became the president of South Africa, luckily we already caught him before when he spoke about all the open border. This is exactly what would have happened. This guy here, he's fully aware. If the next election comes and he does not keep his promises and he has to be voted out, he can protect himself by legalizing illegal Zimbabweans. That gives him pointers. And all these politicians are beginning to realize this. They can no longer depend on the people of their country, because the people of their country demand service. And if your democracy works, that means you can vote out the president. You can call for vote of no confidence. So they need to silence the citizens, the original people of their nations. So what are they doing? They are all targeting the illegal immigration problems in their country and claiming that the solution to it is to legalize these people, because they take minute and useless jobs. Who do you think we are? Guys, I keep telling people I understand that we only 30%ers, nah? But we utilize that 30% very well. Who do you think you guys are fooling? But guys, you know what? There's one thing that South Africa needs to be proud of, and that is that no matter how much people try to separate South Africa, they fail. And every South African right now is realizing that unity in South Africa is extremely important, and division is one thing that they do not need. Unfortunately, other people are finding it very hard to believe that this is happening, because they don't understand that South Africa is a rainbow nation at the end of the day. And like it or not, go left or right, there are white South Africans that will fight with black South Africans, colored South Africans, Indian South Africans, Chinese South Africans. Unfortunately, unlike our countries who are not blessed like South Africa, South Africans, when they see that something doesn't smell nice, something smells fishy, they will unite fast, and it's happening. So I understand people were a bit confused with the whole Palestine thing, whether in support of Palestine or not. Guys, listen, I can't be involved in everything. Whatever is happening in Palestine, all I know is South Africa is in support of Palestine. Israel is bombing the shit out of everybody else. I don't have to have an opinion on everything. Let me be. Okay? But what's happening in Cape Town, it's being handled.
Guys, things are hotting up in South Africa. It's getting wild. So, white Africans have started a petition, and it's now got almost 1 million views. And what they want a British man by the name of Phil Craig to be deported out of South Africa. Why are they doing it now? And this is because Phil Craig is a British man who created a brand new party in South Africa, and he is basically pushing and lobbying for the separation of the Western Cape to become a whites-only colony, and not a colony, colony or whatever you want to call it, a brand new country for white people. So Phil Craig is calling on the formation of a country for white people, and he's saying that he wants it to be like Israel, a place where white people who feel that they don't fit in wherever they belong, that they can all go to the Western Cape. And he has managed to piss off Africans. Like, can you imagine how bad you have to be to piss off Africans who are calling for other people to join their petition to deport this British guy because they say that they don't want the division that he's causing?
There you go, guys. Afrikaans people have got this sorted. Afrikaans people have got this sorted. Okay? And one more thing. This is just it's almost like I'm just throwing a little jab out there to those people that keep saying that South Africa does nothing. I just want to show you guys how minute and how intelligent South Africa is, that something as small as this shocks a nation as great as America. This is how great South Africa is, and how much people don't know about South Africa, and they judge South Africa from social media and internet lies and things that are not factual. Imagine, just watch this video.
Going to South Africa and finding out that we really aren't as good at auctions as we think we are in America. They've got it figured out. If you get the opportunity to travel to the South African Institute of Auctioneers, they'll show you what we're doing wrong, because they are absolutely killing it.
Auctioning. You know, sold. And Americans came to South Africa. They saw the way South Africans do their auction. They're like, wow, this is on another level. Auctioning. I know Nigerians, Zimbabweans, these countries, they don't know what auction is, because them they be selling body parts. I'm joking, you know. Anyways, guys, I'm your boy Uncle P. I love you guys. The channel is great, guys. Thank you very, very much for the support. It's a new month of September. Guys, I'm back in training, so it's getting very hectic to make videos. It's literally 7 minutes past midnight, and I wanted to bring you guys a 6 a.m. video. So I'm going to edit as quickly as I possibly can. I love you guys. I love the support. I love sharing these thoughts that I have, and these visions, and these messages, and this research that I do, not because of hate and not because of division, because I truly believe in South Africa. I truly believe in fighting for this nation. And guys, I'm very disappointed in the research I did on Operation Dudula. I can't seem to find a decent contact number or email to get hold of them. When you Google, this is what you basically get, and yeah. So guys, anyone who knows how to get hold of Operation Dudula, let me know. I mean, we've got 8,400 and something subscribers who are ready to rally and show support. I mean, guys, we need to, we need to get on the ground. Talk is cheap, actions speak louder. Let's go. I'm your boy Uncle P, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Cheers.